Hey there, Flash Tasman here to continue with Suzerain. So let's just dive into the where we left off. Chapter 3, Victims of Change. I'm just amazed I'm still alive. I've been reading I've been reading Twitter about how other people are getting on. I'm just amazed I'm still here. That's the problem though. That's even worse, we're getting worse. Okay, Alright, what I want to try and do with this episode is try to make them a bit long, because I'm conscious I only do one episode a week for about an hour. So what I might try and do is stretch it to 2 hours if I can do, and so at least then you get to see more, and I'm only still only doing it once a week. We'll see how we get on. Okay, I'm putting off the... Oh yeah, okay. I was in my office looking through the agenda for upcoming meetings at the Ministry of Economy. The meeting was going to be about the ownership of the Big Four, the four largest companies in Sordland. Heart of Sordland, Bergier Steel. So let's have a quick look at this lot. Multi-industry, tens of billions. Huge salary bonus, private healthcare, free housing. Yeah, okay. That's we own that. Government, Nedham Mining Group. They've been around for a while. It was nationalised by Tarka and Sol. Bergier Steel. Okay, let's just get on with it. Some of these companies were controlled in part or entirely by the state. The others were mostly or completely privatised. I have the power to change that. The phone rang. I put the agenda down. Pick up the phone. I picked up the phone. Greetings, Mr. President. It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah, I don't want this guy. Let me try to remember when last time we had a chat. It's Conrad when you fuse migration. Oh yeah, okay. Conrad, we told him to. We said no to him. Why did you call me? You probably know I'm calling. It's because the upcoming ownership meeting. Before we move on to that, I know it's been a while. I have to give you credit where it's I know it's been a while, but I have to give you credit where it's due, or overdue in this case. I have been trying to avoid reading how other people have been getting on in general, just because I think there's going to be a lot of spoilers, but I've got the general feeling a lot of people have either been assassinated or locked up. And let me know you're getting on. And while you're at it, I can always forget to ask this, but make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, because it really helps the channel out, and I never ever say it because I always forget. Yeah, so anyway, get out of the way. Like and subscribe. What's YouTube? Smash that like button and smash that subscribe button. Yeah, you know what to do. Anyway, I digress. That sounded really cheesy as well, but hey ho. Right, where were we? I don't like this guy and I don't trust him. Your business bailout greatly benefits certain subsidiaries of Haas that were reporting record losses. We managed to avoid closing those companies, and they satisfied the board of Haas with a high profit in return. I am glad to hear that. I don't want to go over this. Where do we go with this? Do we antagonise him? Here we go with that one. It must have been a hard choice. Safe to say you picked the right one. I can't help but mention the tax specs, Mr. President. They've been extraordinarily beneficial to the quarterly performance. Yeah, we'll put it back into the economy then. You've strengthened the backbone of the Scottish economy. Of course, private companies have to have a financial leg up to boost investments. Yeah, that's that one something to do. Key topic on our board's discussions. He paused for a few seconds. After go, I will share a key piece of information. The Lothberg Group has contingency plans if you decide to do something rash that will disrupt their empires. Who are they? By Nortorsk, he used to be economic advisor to the King of Sordland, currently the spokesman of the organisation Walter Tusk. It's official. Oh, I've met this lot before. Okay, that sounds rather worrying. You can't blame them, can you? Imagine someone trying to take your authority, personal wealth away without your consent. You have to deal with whatever I decide to forward, and so we should be enemies. Yes, just kind of like placate them, exactly. If everyone plays the cards right, it will all be fine. Now, let's talk about those cards. Okay. Since the start of your campaign, you wisely commit to a market economy. Yeah. Judging by that, I'm sure you're looking into privatising some of those companies that are currently state-owned. Big some money in. I believe, therefore, that privatising both the Ned and Minor Group and the Swordish would be in both of our interests. That's why I'm considering buying stock in those companies. To be quite honest with you, we need the money, and I'm kind of thinking, yeah. Think about this way, it's another step forward in strengthening our economy. Please at least think about it. He cleared his throat. I will be blunt. Mr. Tusk is unfit to be the spokesman for the Lothberg Group. His archaic thinking has only preserved the status quo that benefits himself and precious few others. Now you're speaking my language, because again, look, they're old guard. Look at that. Where is that? I said about an old Tusk, he used to be advanced as King of Sordland. You can't get more old guard than that, can you? Time to change something. Time to start saying something changed. Who do you have in mind to replace him? Let's see what to do. Who do you think? Me, of course. Here's what I promise: a win-win situation. If you promise me a majority of shares from privatisation, he will lose considerable power, which means I could take over. If I take over the op, I will be forever indebted to you and support you in all your goals, and before election or something more. Read that one again. If I take over with your help, I will be forever indebted to you and support you in all your goals, be they re-election or something more. Okay, how does that sound? Sounds profitable to me. Deal. Yeah, you know. A productive call. Okay, and that's the first time I've actually agreed with. I've actually had a conversation with them. We've not ended up in a disagreement to an argument. I kind of dived into that one a little bit, didn't I? Really, anything else to see? What's the quick news over here? This is not going to be good news. Border police report an increasing number of arrests as Bloodish and Wessex refugees. Unfortunately, border police have reported not enough manpower. It's not great. Yeah, that's going to be a car crash waiting to happen. That is down there. Nothing up here. That's taking so long. Report. Earlier this general staff had a meeting. A voice was elect by the administration. According to rumours, if the president doesn't notice the leadership that Sordland needs both domestic and abroad, it will be time for a new person in the ruined palace. Okay, that doesn't sound good. That's her first warning. Discuss political repercussions of the upcoming economic meeting. He arrived on time, took his seat. Yeah, the usual. Good morning, Mr. President. He had dark circles below his eyes. A painful political development was weighing upon a workaholic like him. Let's show some concern. Don't push yourself too much. I'll try not to. Self small work to do. Yep. I booked some time to pre-plan for tomorrow's meeting at the Minister of Economy. We need to be cautious. Any grand plans about our economy will heavily influence on our political standing. We should be changing our relationship with the old guard and the oligarchs and the opposition. As you know, this meeting will give the opportunity to alter the ownership of the Big Four. Again, I'm minded any change will tip on already fragile balance. I personally think we should stay out of this and keep things as they are. Ultimately, the decision is yours. We will avoid upsetting up and maintain status quo. We aim to privatise these companies. The lookouts are powerful. They might aid us in assembly if we help them. Truth, I don't care what anybody thinks or says. Yep. That may be silly, but taking everything out of state hands may have dire repercussions in a country like ours. We need to tread carefully. One thing to remember is that since you've been transparent about promoting a market economy, our solution will not cost as much support. Precisely. I've received a report from the Ministry of Economy that may impact your decision. We missed our government budget targets for the current quarter. The plan to change ownership of important assets could help us generate much needed resources. Oligarchs, we need to remember that they only care about their own profits. Unfortunately, they aren't on good terms with them. This situation, okay, they've been obstructing some of our efforts with economic recovery. However, if we implement a privatisation plan, they would surely be delighted. Still, we should make sure that we don't go overboard with it. If we do, we might lose our base within both USP and among the people. If we privatise only a part of the companies, perhaps we could get out of this. If we privatise only a part of their companies, perhaps we could get out of this unscratched. Do we go whole hog? Let's go for it. Let's just do it. We need to be careful. Yeah, continue. What's his father? Seat at the head of the group. Just want to let go of it. If we over privatise our state-owned companies, it could result in balance tipping to one side. They would fight over buying up shares and cause chaos. Since you've already made a decision to privatise, you need to be decisive in your follow-up actions. You wanted to make a deal to leave Hoss untouched. And then I said I'd think about it very well. That you wanted. He wants me to give him the shares from privatisation to Lotus influence. Internal conflict with the oligarchs puts us in an interesting position. You know there. Our relationship with Autotusk hasn't been good so far. Any move we make now has to be calculated and thought through. I agree with that. If it works very well, then it's almost time. I'll inform Mr. Love of your decision. We'll make necessary preparations to formulate a plan. Yep, go back to work. Okay. News headlines. Let's see what they've got to say. Radical. Democrat, yeah, not worried about that. Geopolitical. Need patrol making sea. Oh, hang on, that doesn't sound good. This was two fishers. There's a drilling ship and a mill tanker that belonged to. Oh dear, that's heading for trouble. Excellent, yes. I just saw something up here, didn't I? Let's read that first. Nothing to see up there. What's going on over here? Navy active in the Mercury Sea. Yeah, they've got quite a. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That's better move past with my keyboard keys thing. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Lucy and I arrived at the Ministry of Economy. Assistants took our case and showed us into a meeting where Simeon, Edith, Gus and Mikhail were waiting. Suzerain to chatter stopped and stood up a few pleasantries, everyone but Simon took their seats. Producer Fold proceeded to go over some of the documents. Greetings everyone, welcome to the Ministry of Economy. Without much further ado, we are of course here to discuss our economic shift towards privatisation. Mr. President, before you express their delighted decision to go down this path, I'm glad we're staying firm on this path towards a market economy. Your decision. Yep. I'm glad we're on the same page. Simon handed me and everyone else in the room 2 neat stacks of documents. Let's move on how we're implementing a privatisation plan. Please turn to page 6. Turn to page 6. Title of the Swedish State Corporation. As you can see from this document, the first company up for discussion is the Swedish State Corporation. Yes, call it SSC for short. Has been around for half a century, mostly handling a wide range of state construction projects. In their portfolio, they have government buildings, various infrastructure projects, libraries, embassies, basically anything government related. Privatising a company like this would certainly increase the government's budget. That, of course, would result in lots of opportunities for us to provide for our citizens. The funds could also be used to boost our popularity, with elections approaching, not to mention various other areas which we could and should spend money. However, there's one catch. The Conservative majority of the USB would not like the decision at all. For them, the state companies are part and parcel of Swedish identity. Yeah, we've all decided we're not bothered about the Conservative majority. If we privatise these companies entirely and sell too many shares in them, it will have consequences for us in the Assembly. We could and should be. What would be the effects if we fully privatise the Swedish State Corporation? Let's ask that question. We would gain tremendous amounts of money for the government. We can invest that money in future government projects which would popularise our administration. That popularity might not make up for losing the lion's share of the Conservative vote. By the Conservative compromise the majority of the Assembly, if we hurt their national pride, they will turn on us. I am against full privatisation. What about selling the majority share? Certainly a very good option. The state would keep some of SSC's operations under control and the government would have lots of gains. I like that one. I'm leaning towards this option, so am I actually. I like this option of retaining control and increasing the budget. I don't see a downside, neither do I. I'm for that one. Very well, page 26. Nedham Mining Group. The largest mining corporations in eastern Macopia, let alone Sordland. They call themselves the leaders of the world in coal. They certainly have enough evidence to back that up. Perhaps they are not as large as SSC, but we still have a lot to gain if Nedham is privatised. I fully support privatisation of this company to any extent. Certainly a good option to gain enough capital to end the recession once and for all. I have contacts in Nedham. It is one of the most valuable corporations of the last decade. I have vouched for that. I have personal experience with the company. It would be a great portfolio to any. Okay. It was very profitable. I know many people who would kill to have a portion of that company. We should fully privatise Nedham along SSE and bring them. Okay, Mr. President. I hate it myself, but fully privatising one state-owned company alone too would anger Conservative voter base. Yep. What are our thoughts on selling a majority share? It would be a lost opportunity. I think we should sell a majority share instead. But it's not a bad idea at all. I agree. It would give us most value. Yeah. We should go make a decision. It's good. Let's go. Right, we're going to go minority state owned. We're going to sell the majority of it. Yes. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to lose some of the Conservatives anyway. We'll offset our losses. Okay. I don't care about the. Yeah, over a number of Conservatives who will be against us because the decision will be low. Much to be done. Okay, that should do it for today. Schedules. Good work, everyone. Indeed. Lucian. Right, let's see how that goes. Okay, government budget. So budget's gone to -3 from -6. That's not a bad sign. Nothing else to see. No other things to read. Oh, let's go back here again. No news. Let's unified. Let's just do this one first. Because as expected, Sordland was too prominent. I wanted to speak to me about it. Okay. Conference room. They sat across the table from me, leaving an empty chair in between them. Good to see you, Mr. President. It's been a while. Here, take this gift. A bottle of Earloy Maroon. Say that you favour this. Okay. Thanks for the gift. Anytime. Oh man, you always think you should think so small. There we go. Nice to see Mr. President. Here, a real gift. He set a set of car keys from his pocket and gave them to me. Blimey. I don't like either one of this pair. I look out the window on the road. There's a glistening brand new Adolphi sports car. Wow, it's yours. I can't set a luxury car while people go hungry. Marshall shrugged. Sit yourself, little boy. Whatever you want, bribery won't work. I bet I'm doing with the recent privatisations anyway. Gentlemen, please take your seats. Let's move your set documents briefcase and put on his read glasses on. To Mr. Tusk and Mr. Conronti, Mr. President Rayne is about to sell private shares of Sordland's two largest national corporations, and you're here showering him with gifts. You're both clearly more skilled at business than you are at subterfuge. So tell us, why do you deserve to claim these shares before they go on the general market? Cleared his throat. Listen, you and I haven't been on the best of terms lately. I want to nurture a profitable relationship with us where we both win. These shares are important to me. If I had them, I could do much more for Sordland, so much more for you. You haven't seen what I and my connections are capable of. Why do you want to get re-elected? No problem, I'll make sure of that. This is my offer to you. I will do whatever it takes to make you president for another term. Doesn't that sound great? If I win, I will win on my own strength. What's he's got to offer? He's not capable enough to, Mr. President asked me, not you. To be big words, make sure you can actually do it, Walter. Mr. President, first of all, Mr. Tusk is lying about the extent of his influence. True, he might have command over some people in the assembly, but what is he sitting on top of right now? It was built by my father. I want to be straightforward with you. If you give me shares, I will topple this old man, which means I'll have the same influence he does over the assembly. I can swear them as you like. But that's not all, Mr. President. Don't forget that I have something that gives me an edge over this man and his archaic ways. A powerful tool, control of the media. I can give you power of the assembly and the Swedish public. Basically a guaranteed win. You could never ever hope to beat this offer. You are 20 years early. You are 20 years early to be head of the Lothberg Group. Because you got to go with this. If he's got power of the media, then it's a no-brainer, isn't it? What is it? What's it going to be? Leaning forward anticipation. Oh, that's not going to go down well. Let's go to Marcel. Then I'll arrange a small transfer. Here's paperwork. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's going to end well for any one of us. Yeah. I'm going to just sign my own death warrant then. Oh well. Basically, Marcel he's got power of the media. He's got power of the media, drive-by shooting over. It's going to target. Oh dear shit me. And that's changing ownership of the two largest state corporations of the President's Rayne privatisation plan. Including subsequent provincial now belong to private sector. The move is estimated to reduce effects of the private recession, however, similar to speculation of the experts of state. Okay, The Economist, determined to end the recession. Yeah, they like it. Okay. Well, somebody's in a bag of crisps, sorry. Right, okay. Oh yeah, this one. What's this one? The UELA passes following to laws for its educational institutions and will teach all classes except for foreign languages in official language of the country unless they are given specific approval. Universities, technical colleges and other schools that provide classes in any languages on the storage will receive a suspension of operations. Alright, I'm not signing that. I'm not signing that. No, that's just, we've got too many minorities to cause problems. Do that, they'll get annoyed with us. That's already a problem down there already. Yeah, that might be a mistake. Okay. Surge was driving me towards the National Assembly for today's historic vote. It was a big day. I was thinking of if my attempt to change the cost would end in differently than Alfonso's. I looked out the window. The noise of the city diminished. We saw people we saw that we were already inside the territory of the palace complex. It was large, housing It's big. I'm actually really nervous about this. It's going to be game over. It's a small hilltop surrounded by trees. We passed the palace and entered the forest divided from the Grand National Assembly. We drove up the small road accompanied by sound of birds coming from the trees. Are you okay back there, sir? I'm good. That's good to hear. Sir, you made a left turn out of the forest and entered the vast garden area of the Assembly. Did you know that Mr. Tarko and Sol came to Holstead this morning? Okay. I heard some politicians are talking about it. Apparently it's the first time he's coming to the city for the last 5 years. Oh dear. I thought he left the mainland to live on Douro Island, never to return back to politics. But they were saying he might be here to exercise his member of honour rights for the first time. I've heard some several men talking about it around the Gardens Assembly, sir. I'm not sure who they were. It could be rumours, of course. Do you think he's here about today's vote? I bet it's just a rumour. I hope not. Sure, he will support you, sir. Of course he will, Serge. I have no idea if he will or not. Proof of life, sir. Thank you, Serge. Of course, sir. Good luck with today's vote. I walked up the white stone stairs of the National Assembly. The entrance looks like a temple gate from the classical era. Tied with vast corridors of wood and stone, I joined the crowd of people walking slowly towards the Parliamentary Hall. 10 minutes later, emerged from a crowd of packed politicians. He looked relieved when he saw me. I say, there you are. Have you seen Mr. President? He's nowhere to be found. That guy's a liability. I've just arrived, Lucien. I hope Peter arrives soon too. Anyway, are you ready to finally face Assembly, sir? Yeah, let's hope it works out. Let's do it, sir. We followed the crowd into the Parliamentary Hall. After we were inside, we split with Lucien taking a designated seat when the elected platform overlooked the hall and sat down. Waiting in peace, slowly gathering from inside the hall to take their places. That's why I saw Gloria walk to an elevated seat in front of the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep seated. We'll shortly begin today's agenda of USB's proposed changes to the Constitution of Sordland. After a while, everybody was on their seats. According to the Constitution, constitutional amendments require 2/3 members of the Assembly to vote in favour of it. If the vote succeeds, the proposal will be sent to the Supreme Court. The proposal in question includes these points. She started reading the proposal to the Assembly. First section of the change, Article 50 is modified with the following changes. Continue to read, highlighting each section. Yep, she went on and on and on and on. She to the arc of the turn, had passed and she finished reading the changes. I hereby invite you all to vote. Chuka travelled down the neck of the hall. The sounds of more MPs jumped in shock as they woke up from their deep sleep. For quite a majority in favour of it to pass. You may now cast your votes. I felt the need to stand up and stretch. I looked at the hall from our elevated platform overlooking it. Members firmly got from this and joined one of the many group discussions that emerged around the hall, whilst some immediately walked to the ballot box to cast their vote. Go down to the hall where MPs are, keep watching my seat. Shout for democracy. Yeah, let's go down to the hall. President, how are you feeling about the vote? I'm very positive. Oh, he's a racist fella. Losing time administration will lose the game. Yeah, whatever, mate. Go on, jog on. He walked towards his seat. I saw Lisa wave at me. He was among a group of people. Cornwall walked towards him. Brimton, whack, bloodish politician. The rights precision helps finally because with the bloodish people. Yeah, I would support bloodish rights, definitely. We'll fight with them, don't doubt about that. I cast my vote and walked away. I finally finished my walk towards Lisa without further interruptions. He was in a conversation with a member of our party. He looked at me, saw me approach. Did you vote yet? We have to be quick. No, let's vote. On my vote, prepared and vote together. Lisa and we walked to the centre of the hall, cast our votes. He kept rushing me throughout the process. Gloria bowed her head in respect. Anyway, Mr. President, there is an issue. Tarquin Solace here. What should we do? Let's go select the voting. We need to get everybody's voting as soon as possible. We don't know what he can pull off right now, but if members of the Assembly see him, he might influence against the proposal. What can he even do? You know, he's a big personality. We can't afford people to lose their focus during the voting procedure. Don't make any noise about it. Yeah. We're back. What do we do? The exits. Didn't get the way back. Look, he should have his past old age. It seemed to get to him, but it started some charisma. Some MPs already gathered around in all respect. Quiet, started to notice Tarquin's presence in the hall. I'll go and talk to him. We should refrain from giving him the spotlight of action that he expects. Maybe can dress him after the vote. Seeing our spot walking back towards Tarquin's soul. Give him a military salute. Seeing this, more people start to approach him. Behind the gentleman, why don't you go back to your seats and not stand in the ballot box? Let's follow the procedures. By the way, we have 250 members today. Has already casted his vote. Did he now? How many votes are missing? Only a few. A few of the votes shows everyone's in their hand. These must be them. Good day, gentlemen, Madam Speaker. Just cast your votes and get. Just cast your votes and get counted. I don't expect you, Mr. President, who knows how important here. He smiled. He gestured at the man behind him. Walked away. We're back to our seats. We've returned. Yeah, this doesn't look good. Where have you been? Where were you? I was here. Where were you? I was here until the voting began. Maybe I was not at exact point say, but I was here in the assembly. Gloria, she and her assistants scattered the vote. I hope this proposal goes through. I hope so too. Let's see. How many left? Looked annoyed. 20 left to count. Doesn't look good for you. Do you hear? We're screwed. It's okay, let's hope. Come on. Looking easy. Victor is sitting, look at him. I'm sure he's behind this mess. We shouldn't have trusted Mr. Richter. Peter, shut up. So, okay, everyone watched her attentively. The voting has been concluded. I was anxious to hear the results. The proposal has only 70 ayes and doesn't even gather a simple majority, thereby rejected a change to the constitution. Action, I felt destroyed. And all we deserve this person was doomed from the start. Shame of founding father, time to realise real change come from real formists. That's just nodding him. I know Talco was somewhat slow from his seat. I see him struggling, using his cane. I went silent. Keep watching him. He walked to exit. It was also him. We're definitely fucked. It's on the party. I'm not going to be pleased. I tell you, we were always on our own. True. You're alright. We survived this. We'll form a new party. With surprise. I'll follow you anywhere for a while. Then I collected myself with Peter and we left part of it all. That didn't go well. I'm not surprised about that, really, at all. Rested against constitutional changes. That wasn't a good start. Failed. Yeah, okay, that didn't go well. Alright. I wonder how much damage that's going to do to us, though. Quite a lot, probably. Okay, right. There. Let's get me. Right. I'm still going to keep inside as Peter was trying not to make eye contact. And he's not keen. What do we do now? Plans of reform have been destroyed. Yes, we. Not to mention talk with himself. He came to make sense and it worked. We didn't get to tell about him before he came, sir. I learned from Serge, here how come my driver knew before you? Yeah, that's true. Bollock him out. Cards reported to me, but you're right, Sue, we should have done our own research. I had decision no anyway. Talking about it around the assembly. Peter knew about this. He didn't see who they were, did he? Doesn't matter now, does it? In any case, I'll conduct proper investigation. On the other hand, we should be organised to discuss our current state of affairs and plan our next steps. In the meantime, I'll try my best to test the water with our MPs. We can't let the party slip away from under us. Looked at his watch. Time to conclude after the meeting, sir. Had an interruption. You say about upcoming foreign policy meeting. Tell them I'll be right there. Yep. Count. Okay. Yeah, I want to get rid of him. I don't trust him. I don't trust that Peter at all. Right. Yeah, what we got over here? Anything up here to look at? Patient to move a premiere. Yeah. What's the budget? It's going to do the drama set in the Master of Sordland version film scene. It's very hot, sunny day, so he drove us to the old capital. Yep. What's wrong with him? Don't make me angry, true. Diana. Yep. Yep. No politics. No more politics. It's on there. Yep, hold it on. He drove his silent surge with fallen proof glass between us. Alright, we'll get soon in a few minutes. Thank you, Serge. There's nothing out city walls. We were in Mexico, Illinois, this historic cinema Angli. Cinema of Angels was right in front of us. Is this the place? Yeah. It's an old baroque style corner building with walls that look like marble from a distance. There were exquisite ornaments on each side of the window. Entrance which was lit by vivid neon stripes in many colours. Stop the passional bloods. Okay. Let's get out. Building managed to block the path. Assembly. I'll keep fighting for my changes. This isn't over yet. I will respect this. Yeah, let's go with that one. Because I'll be what the person who's eating now. I refuse to discuss Tarquin Assault at this time. No, President Sleek. Oh yeah, glass and champagne in their hands. Madam, Mr. President, it's good to see you here. And shook her hands. To meet you, Alfred. I'm Alfred Kerbeck, Swedish film director. Okay. I'm a big fan of your work. That's a great start. Well, pursue. Got to smack him for ruining me vote. Yeah. It's similar. Yeah. You see that it's not your country anymore. But why did you? So why did you block my reforms? Start like you tarnish my party and my constitution. History, more forms. You tarnished it enough for both of us already. Rayne, as if you and Rayne or Victoria are capable of them. Last night I never did like you. Let's go. Yeah, this is a door. I didn't go well. Ambushed by Tarquin Sol. I wish I could have them assassinated one party not after that. Okay, so let's have a look at this first. Screening. Paying heavily for this bill. Yeah, whatever. You fight reforms. Yep. To do peaceful protests. One film with 2 very special guests. Radical. Yep, good. Okay, right now, what else have we got to do? Right. Let's have a quick look at this then. Let's look at this one report. This is interior espionage and pump the voice of disappointment with the failed constitutional vote in the Assembly. Because President Rayne for pushing change without in-depth research. Whatever. I've been far too nice in this game. Whistleblower from Mumbai security bureaus escaped to Sordland through the crossing at Testord. Agent Chelston Hailstone has promised to reveal extremely sensitive information about the development of weapons program. Yes, go into asylum. Good war will distract everybody from the powerless state of the economy. And the fact I've just got battered on a vote. Well, what we've got, I'll read you first. Suezerain escape attempt. Okay. That could get worryingly worrying. Okay. News article. Geopolitics. Whistleblower. Yeah, I might regret that. Oh well. Okay, where are we now? Alright, so what we've got a choice on now, we either go for ceremonial duty at day of dissension, or we go over here for dinner and briefing. Let's do the day of dissension first and come back for that. Morning, he's on the tits of dare as we dawn day of dissension. Holy day for the unity of religion. Edition. Celebration was held inside the art sanctuary of the Dastronunity. However, it's going to be Tevalite. As using the idea, so when doing say we was gonna. Okay. No, it's not. Well, you've said it's not going to work out well at all. Don't forget the order. Grasp the holy scepter with your left hand. Oh, hang on a second. I'm going to take a picture of this on my phone, so I don't forget it. Because I bet it's going to come up one of these little. Come on, phone. Yeah, because that's going to come up. That's going to come up. That. So. I'm going to take a picture of it just in case. Okay, that's another one, so let's go. Probably wholly unnecessary, but you never know. If I don't. You touch the sword with the hand, you touch the altar with, and the scepter of the archery. Pretty frustrated, yeah, it sounds it. I don't understand what you just said. Oh, yeah. Yeah, do the best to remember it. Controllers have religious space over this. You'll have to go first, and we'll meet up to do. Okay, exit the car. Okay, got this at the ready just in case. Okay. Right. The Arch Sanctuary was a sight to see. Its towering visage, it cast a shadow over a large portion of the city. I craned my neck to see it. Now I spies at the top. Just standing next to it made me feel awe and dread in equal measure. Spotted a welcoming committee. Yep. Me of infectious smiles, straightened back up, tall, handsome, mid-50s, one of the youngest and most popular arch priests in history. Some of him avid followers liken him to Saint Dust. Okay. Okay. Yep, bow your head. Hang on. Right, let's just bow your head before the acceptor. He will hardly let President raise his hands and remember it's like the great people of Sordland. Once again we gather here at the day of dissension. Indescribably happy to be sharing this moment with you as every blood and sword, young and old, turning their televisions to watch this holy commemoration. Okay, let's get to the bit where we have to do that long thing that I didn't read. I just took a picture of it, so hopefully it's going to be relevant. Take off, removal of sons and daughters, for evil hides under many disguises such as blasphemy, blimey, and even alcohol. I'm currently having a nice kind of brewdog at the moment, so. Okay. Be good, my children, please God, praise Sordland. Fair enough. He smiled. Beautissime. Yeah, he smiled like that as the crowd burst into rapturous applause, and then he turned to me. Sure, let's get this over with. Most excellent. He led me through the main halls. At the stratospheric ceiling and newest icons lining the walls, he walked up a creaking spiral staircase to the top floor and finally arrived in the confession chamber. Okay. Right this way. Oh, mahogany. Okay. We permitted to light each and every one of the candles, one for each virtue and vice. I will be right with you. I left the room a moment later. Okay. President Rayne, speak and confess. On guard. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Yeah, let's go with the old. You carry a heavy burden on your shoulders. What is guess is not a sin. But you make the country, but I don't know if the country is ready for it yet. It's one of the tenets of annuity. Yet it must come slowly but surely. Anything else would you like to confess? Yeah, go on, let's do. Just seeing. Yeah, let's go with that. Next. Tragedy of neglect happens to all working men, but that feeds his family. Rejoice. Okay. That's all for today. You never sin again. Okay. And you must extinguish your candles. Okay. Nothing. Extinguish your candles. I'll extinguish your candle. For the ceremony. Through the 1,000-year-old corridor of his office, the smell of dust and old tomes in the air. He's preparing for the ceremony. Please have a seat. The wooden chair next to him looked like it might turn to dust at a single touch. Are you ready for the ceremony? Yes, absolutely. Good to hear. You learn, looking comfortably. Do you about something? I realise it's been months since the Benford Festival, but this is my first time bringing it up with you about the actions of First Lady. Holy event, letting women make this opening speech not sit well with us. We share the concerns as Mr. Lest. Women's places, but I've heard her family not giving public speeches in revealing dresses. Oh my God. I was liking this bloke as well. Of course, we want to ask you some about it. She's your wife. I just want to voice our disbelief situation. A woman presiding over such an important religious event. What time will become? Oh, great. Yeah, cool. Let's have a reply. This guy's very popular. This is normal. Why just going to annoy everybody? No longer taught from school used to say, I and the rest of the church are outraged. I will have their minds filled with nonsense about evolution while failing to learn one of the main tenets of neurity. It is for years to come. Yes, it's cool. Let's just have a proper argument. Let's annoy somebody else. I come knocks on the door. Young boy came in, bowed forward the archpriest and me. Widow downstairs, in progress, choir sang angelically as the archpriest took his benediction. When he finished their hymn, I expect silence for the room, but for my part I started to walk to approach the altar. Right, okay. This is cheating, but I don't care, basically. I've got enough things wrong already in this game. Right, so you'll grasp the holy scepter with your left hand. So grab the scepter with your left hand, and then you'll touch the altar with your right hand. Okay. Then what do we do? Kneel before the archbishop and wait for him to put his... God, give the man a sword? You're mad. Kneel before the archpriest. Lay his sword on my shoulder. After that conversation, I won't trust him to chop my head off with it. I know what do I do. Now touch the sword with... then touch the sword with your... Touch the sword with the hand you touched the altar with. Right, so that's my right hand. Yeah, touch the altar with. Hang on, let's read that one again. Touch the sword with the hand you touched the altar with. Touch the sword you touched. Yeah. Okay. And receive the sword before passing to. Okay. And pass it to a disciples. And read the sword, and pass it on to a disciple. I got up, proceeded to my designated spot, and I leaned over and whispered in my ear. Oh, you're kidding me! I still got. Oh no! I actually took a photograph of it, and I read it off my blinky phone. I still got it wrong. Oh, you're kidding me! How stupid can you be? Oh no! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How many things can I get wrong in this game? What did I get wrong? Hey? Hang on, I'm confused. Did you just say I got it wrong? Did I just read that? What did I get wrong on? I don't know. Anyway. Conversation I'm not particularly bothered with, quite honest with you. That billock. He wasn't very nice man anyway, so. Right. Dinner first. Briefcase. Oh, glass of remember, but where was Monica? I had a muffled sob. Left in hand. Despair on her face. What's wrong? Child handed me the letter. It's from the Department of Education. Thanks, university exam results are in. How did he do? See for yourself. It was written, oh dear me. Yeah, that's not great. Failed, stamped to hurdle, days of effort, all this private lessons, all down the drain. Does he know the results yet? No, but from school soon. Doing right upstairs, noticed living room. Have a seat. Reading it. Yeah, really. But not angry with you. This happened. Yep. Yeah, the study. Now, well, there's always a military school, but you're the president, and you still have options. If I could get his dimwits run into King's Hill University, I'm sure I'll say what I do for a black boy like Frank. I'm not going to take life lessons from old fools like Fonso. Oh, I do have connection to the board. Nice, it seems close to the same. Yeah. Amazing, a bunch of my friends are going there. No, influence your life. Terrific hostages then. Yep, I'll get them in there. Okay. That didn't go so badly. Alright. There we go. Let's see the purpose. Okay. Disrespects Dave's dissension. What did I get wrong though? As his anniversary is approaching, was killed by soldiers to protest. Oh no, something else is going to cause problems. Candles. South Games at the Bushman will hold the largest rally. Perhaps it's time for the administration to let bygones be bygones and take a step back to display unity of Sordland. The event will be, okay, I'm not sure about that. Radical. All our children doomed. Justice failed once again. They've got no chance. I'm not to be confused on that. Like that, little actions and constitutional acts are not to be confused on that. Okay. No, whatever. I'm not really bothered I got that religious festival. I don't know how, because I was actually literally looking at my phone reading what Lucy and Guard told me, and I still got it bloody wrong. God. Anyway, oh dear. Closed. Dismissed because of the Ministry of Justice cited treatment of British people have been equal before the law. So I won't be questioned. Dismissed the concurrence of. Okay, I'm not sure. I don't understand that, but I'm sure it'll come up later. Yeah, really. There's 8 many of them anymore. Let's talk about diplomatic strategy. Clear this through. If I may, would like to provide you with a short overview of where we are right now. Go ahead. Not pursuing deals means our presence in regions is lacking. Look forward to the future. Go on. Pour out a few people started going through them and kept talking. We're practitioners. We must begin improving our relationships with the greater nations. We're going to evaluate our international stance, especially with the threat of Lumberg looming. SF cleared its throat. Thanks to your wise investments, Sordland's army is well on its way to become a force to be reckoned with. Good. Whether it be Lumberg or anybody else, we can handle outside threats just fine. Good. We don't need to look for help from anyone. But being friendly won't hurt, right? I agree, there's nothing to be lost by making alliances. A military perspective is important, but these deals are about more than just gaining allies. We need to consider the benefits of our economy such deals will provide, especially when we are still struggling to end the recession. 2 stacks of documents. I don't like where this is going. At the start, I wonder if they're going to make me choose between the communists or the other ones, New Cantona and Essentially, I can't what they're called now. Hang on, no, that's just not what I'm going. No, I'm sidetracking myself. I am going to sidetrack myself. No, I'm not going to do it. If I can work out what I'm trying to sidetrack myself with. What we're looking for. Good to do. Foreign leaders. Nope. Others. No. Characters. Roots Brawn. No, I'll get sidetracking myself. Adversary trade deals with the two great nations. Vagland is one of them. Oh, right, that's not what I thought was going to happen. Because deal Vagland is a ticket to bringing Sordland closer to United Container Sphere, or deal with countries like in the CSP is dangerous. A simple trader won't cause unless we decide to go further. Moving on to Lesbia. Lesbia is one of the wealthiest countries east of Macopia. Trader with them beneficial not just for our economy but also regional and international presence. Not to mention, okay, that's it, the Acacian sphere. We're now going to have to make a choice between the New Cantana and Acacia. Will open many doors for us. A true would help provide to our economy. That is it for the overview. As to the actual contents of the trade deal, the investment we made in Bergia has yielded positive results. This input that small notebook can flick through some pages until landed on the right one. Looking at my stats here, the investment helped increase wheat output in the region. Good. We now have a surplus. Excellent trade resource. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. What should we do? Begin negotiations with both Vagland and Lesbia. Let's just, yeah. Easy enough. Fine, let's just kind of, there's no point in kind of cutting the nose off to spite our face, we might as well. For me it's Lesbia and Acacia for me. Yeah, that's my kind of thought. God, there's enough news articles for reading, isn't there? Let's start off with it. Well, that's news articles, first of all. Polar cases in Bergia. Yeah, we knew that were coming, didn't we? Exploding Bergia. Yep, okay. Okay, they'll recognise it's going to be hard, so what you wanting? Workers in Galsword are bearing the brunt of recession. It's particularly hard. More unemployed people because the economy's gone down the pan. Homeless among the British population for the past 2 years. Okay. Well, going on. Decrease. That was good. Somebody's worked for once. I must have read that then. And then Sana has experienced a 50% increase in agricultural output for the last 2 years. Suzerain, yeah, perfect. So something's worked. Alright, cool. That's depressing me that I've got to face now. Read the reports. Okay. Financial reports show this Suzerain has steadily been slipping against the Acacian lira. The exchange rate has not approached all-time low reaching during the Alphonse administration. Okay, more good news. Houston stood upright with a large fold to his arms bad and really looked exhausted. Gathered in the White Room. I suppose we'll be opening session. Are you ready? And so let's just keep your cool. I believe concerns. We'll face in the meeting. What concerns? The failure of the reforms of the viewpoint of public opinion. Party is quite discontent with the whole situation. I believe the President has destroyed the USP's prestige. We need that trust. We have to do something to prove our capabilities. Of course, so let's discuss that in the meeting. Peter speaking to the cabinet who all start to sit at the table. They'll just everybody to do is have a seat. Everybody except him took the seats. And here's our president. He held their chair and sat down, dared for me to sit down, and smiled. I don't trust him at all. We discussed the current status of planning remainder of our term. But he didn't sit down. He took a look at the ministers. Now Suez's here, we can begin. I know that some of you have concerns over the style of governance so far. There will be time to speak up about these in meetings today. I must also thank you all for your hard work so far. We are lucky to have a team like this. You're all invaluable to the administration. Having said that, we've reached a critical point in our term. We are nearing the end. We worked long and hard. We couldn't reform the Swedish constitution. The organisation was flawed. Our party was not united. The very parliament we control has denied us the reforms. Lisa and I have begun investigating who let us down at the vote, and when we were needed the most. Roy and the considering of the party did not back us up. Albin and the former swing didn't vote for us. Face Rick and the BFE list us hanging in the assembly for. They voted nay. Yep. No, but past is past. We must look towards our future. We are investigating our faults. We'll be taking measures accordingly. Our party remains divided. In order to look for the future, we may need to make some changes. On the other hand, the opposition is exploiting our failure to reform. The latest poll showed a steep increase in opposition support. So let's start meeting with a brief look at some reports. He fumbled with the stacks of papers in front of him. With the latest developments, we've seen an enormous decrease in our popularity. The public opinion about our party is an all-time low. Maybe not a bad thing. He took a piece of paper out of the stack and inspected it. The major concern of the people is the state of the economy. We are slowly slipping into depression. We have dire consequences for our administration. We must lose hope. Sordland, yeah, whatever. I'll give the word to the president now. He sat down. So me. Brief reports from everybody first. Hello, Mr. President, dear colleagues. Depression, we couldn't have been more correct. The GDP shrunk 3% last year. The downward trend has broken our economy of last year, so we can't contain it this time. We will end our term, in the truest sense of the word, in a depression. Our debt is very concerning. Our total national debt has increased 20 billion Suezerain. On the other hand, our unemployment has greatly declined. We have managed to cut it to 16%, from 16% to 12%. So it's okay. That's not too bad. For a moment. Stay silent. Well, I don't get too much detail right now, but I have to say the failure to open our first infrastructure project was costly and fortunately we expected to finish in the next months. Apart from that, I'll finish to update our latest project. The manager reported everything's going well and very fast with Benfi Airport. I'll keep it brief for the sake of the whole meeting and my report on that note. Thank you, Mr. Hull. I'll keep it very brief for your real development. Big has been greatly increased agricultural capacity. Good. Fine. Thank you. Next was Pascal. Health. Since requiring attention immediately, we are experienced long lines from front hospitals everywhere. We are currently investigating some reports of a small polio outbreak around a village called Haymere. I believe we could get into more detail in our policy meeting. Important regards. Mr. Chancellor, a very important report regarding our situation with Wumberg. Our investigation shows that Wumberg was in fact weaponising rebels against our state. We have learned that they have been aiding British rebels in Welland too. Our military must stand ready for any possible attack coming from Wumberg. We have gathered intelligence regarding their military research and production. They are building a massive army. We urgently need to increase our military production. We can let them threaten us like this. Make the necessary arrangements, Mr. Lancia. We'll have to use whatever we have to its limit. List it up. But have agreed to deal. Mr. Perla and Stalport have agreed to begin deal negotiations. We're moving on with that very soon. Our region is very unstable, with incidents in Rumberg, Welland and Hedgeland. We must be very cautious. We can talk in more detail at our foreign policy meeting. Here's next. We can dare not to provide education. Build on 100 schools and improve accessibility. A lot of new reforms go to improve our part of society. Mr. President, there's a report from our intelligence officers. We've disrupted the radio signals of several active bloody freedom front militants in Bulgaria. There seems to be some sort of preparation going on. Our police is under pressure and people begin to protest again. We might need to implement some new measures soon. We'll provide you with more details later. That doesn't sound good. Last thing, I'd like to transfer the gendarmerie under the Ministry of Interior. Let me read that again. One last thing, I would like to transfer the gendarmerie under the Minister of Interior to improve efforts. Hang on. I'm still working on a proposal, but I've legal backing for it. Was just going to mention it later. Mr. Trent shouldn't be meddling with internal security affairs with the gendarmerie. We have several incidents where they've got too violent too quickly. It extends to military officers giving reckless orders at times. If the security situation gets more problematic than it might be necessary. If eventually cause problems between our forces, there are always miscommunications going on. Thank you for your reports. Okay. It's time to focus on changing our party as a whole. The public opinion is concerned. We must focus on planning the next election already. Quick economic development, I agree on that one. We can't get elected if we do not improve the economy. We can't get elected if we do not improve the economy. Comments, let's move on with the meeting. I believe that is everything. That was easy enough. I missed something there. Alright, no news. Let's have a quick scunt up here. A little look up here. Nothing on the old. Let's have a reports of lack of daily supplies in the Boer citizens are dying of hunger or lack necessary supplies. People are buying or hoarding goods for. Okay. Oh, great. Anything going up here? But it's taking so long. God, how much news reports I got to read? Gang violence against the Coronelli's crime syndicate. Gang war. Okay, that's just a gang war. New school completed. Okay, that's some good news. Right down here. Gathered protests called resolution of government power on the President and President Rayne reported that certain groups vandalised shops. According to the report, hundreds were wounded. Police have said they found 11 illegal Rumbergia made pistols in the crowd. Yeah, that's kind of not. There's no brainer that one. Okay. Anti-government protests yesterday. Group assembled. The groups responsible for blocking vehicles. Fine. Over here we've got whistleblower. Oh, here it goes. Will be interesting. Intelligence from a secret. Oh no! Agent Hellstone has revealed intelligence has secret nuclear weapons program developed in Rumberg. Intelligence verified the details relayed about a heavy water facility in the north of the kingdom and a ballistic missiles test site. The agent will provide security under the protection program. Oh dear! If they get nukes with toast. If they get nukes, it's all over. Absolutely no chance if they get nukes. Okay, that's taking so long. I made a mistake giving that. I should have gone. That was a mistake. I should have given it to the state authorities there. Okay, address a nation speech. Let's have a quick overview. I'd love to know what year it is. How far we are in this. Where are we? Diplomacy, economy. Physical overview, factions, do bum. I couldn't really last track of what year in here. What? Right, let's go back to this one then. My address to nation speech. Cameras, yep. Yep. I'm always ready. Go to the cruise ready. As soon as you take your seat, we'll go live. As everyone's ready, my fellow swords. I saw to election the winds of change that was desperately sought and called for by the people of Sordland. Effect given those freedom, fair sake, the new meaning of power. For the moment I swore none, I've done nothing but fight to achieve change you demanded. Which replace one that made you demanded. My vision with 2 guns for the landscape I can't see. Yeah, stick it to the assembly, go on. Birds had their way, attackers would last until the end of time. Yeah, well, let's just stick it to the old guard. If they spark act against me, putting their own pettiness before the needs of the country. Yeah, well, let's just go for it. I'm not. No, will not let himself be so easily cowed. Let's go for it. Go on. Yeah, historians will look upon this, but there's a minor hurdle in Sordland's path to greatness. The future lies in the aristocratic movement of the West as our hands. Well, I should have gone the other one. That was I don't know. No end to what we can achieve. Entry. That's 2. Yeah, that's the last. Took a deep breath. Okay. With reform now to tab, I should get following our parliament system. We will start by focus on the economy. I'd like to thank my wife and children for standing by me. Let's go to old. It's finished. How did that go down? And we wonder. We effectively declared war. Here we go. Hang on. Okay. I have no idea what year, how far into election we are. We really should have a better time to work that one out. Okay. Right, nothing to see here. Let's hit continue. Proceed to the next turn. Okay. Revelations. We're still alive. That's the main thing. Oh, I've decided a quick drink them. Christmas as well. I'm just going to have a couple of crisps. Excuse me a second. Let's read the news first. What it's got to say. Oh, here we go. Queen Beatrice demands reparations for centuries-old alleged war crimes. Queen of Lumberg, Beatrice Livingston, has brought up the Estord incident, a 15-day war ignited very Swedish war crimes. Oh, great. Oh, here we go. That's not going to be good. That's even worse. Okay. Wulmberger keeps flexing their muscles. Massive miscommunication between Tyrion, resulting in a failed raid of each other. Yeah, they can't work together, so I'm right to make them separate them out. Oh, I'm going to go to you in a minute. Have I no more reason? I live in fear of going to that Wulmberg. Okay, what like that. Yeah, oh, we know, that was in the papers. I read down the papers first, okay. Well stored. So now it's back to square one. Leave for home. Some say the assistant driver next to me. Everything. Yep. Yep. Okay, right. I've got retail my bases out. Yeah. Right. I keep expecting something to go along here. Okay. Okay. Here's him. I like Serge. Here's okay. Okay, there's some updates going. Let's look in here. So, military modernization program. Dispute with the interior. That's all I need. I know we've got enough problems going, haven't we? Right. Youth. They attacked the Suezerain. Okay. Oh no, that's where he's gone. Okay, some will begin. Okay. Walk for peace. Okay, fair enough. Walk for peace. Some of that one. Then and too far, amount of people. They're heading for war. Alright, you don't want anything, nothing over there to see. Let's look at. Let's start over here first. Okay, we know about that. To read down the papers. We've got a massive build of landing vehicles and ships in the Rebel Vagsland have approached suspect a massive naval invasion of the Helgi Island or Ignore in the future. Okay, that's where it's going to go off. As you were spotting, cooked peaceful, reports there playing music at the dawn, handing flowers. Okay, basically it's a massive concept basically. Large-scale protests began during the derby match between FC Galsord and FC Enrica. Damage. Police to prevent things further. Extra police were called in. Okay. Alright, so we're going to walk. Fine. Put that back. Cover that. That's been completed. Let's delivered it. The opening. Okay. Seed. First of all, but it doesn't know which fact we're here now. If we want like this, well done. Check. annexation. I have a plan how to do that. Self-making a maiden voyage. Of course, what are your thoughts? Oh, maybe everything's happening. I agree. It bolster peasant reputation. I think so too. I'll hit the road. Okay. Well, sounds good. We'll display strength and unity if we're all together in the convoy. Each. No, if any goes not mentioning. Yep. For this. Okay. Okay. Despite hasn't. That's the liberals in it. Wait for a place on stage. Bit of ceremony. Then there you walk up to the podium. People of Sordland. That's very possible without that. Ceremony. Cut the ribbon. Forward, your car's ready. Enter the car. Highway open. Using it. Oh, that's went rather well. That did. Could have gone a lot worse. Overview panel's been updated. View panels. Economy. That's been finished. Okay, so let's read the news. Okay, that's good news. Oh, hang on, more news to follow. Finally finishes, yeah. Okay, alright, so that's one successful operation. That's going well down there. Lucian sat. I sat there waiting for Peter. I should have sacked him ages ago. Anyway, news for you. Again, Peter seems to have his mind occupied. He's been the door. Hands, gentlemen. Why are you so late? So, here's everything you asked for. Plans for the next few forms. You can start doing that forms now. We have enough capital. Party. Let's go over the documents. Alright. You can select 3 laws to enact: fair trade and As measures, if new federal will be established by degree to push for more market competition, by protecting industries through new regulations, greater gender equality. Okay. Degree, we would see out. Sordland lacks technical society. Yeah, some of that one. Yeah. Nope. And the new means to do with a need degree, we could create a government agency. We could create a government agency, the SRSC, that could protect the independence of the media or control it. Ooh. Low retirement age. Nope. Not that the minors do government budget. This medicines health, so we go with fair trade. That doesn't cost us anything. That costs us money. And gender equality. We go with that. Done. Yes. Balls. To do easily, if you know that. So that's not Sordland. The commission, that's a nice one. Yep. Yes. Yeah. Okay. 6 more minutes. Well, let's call it here. Thank you both. Okay, so lots of updates. Where do we start? Should we read the news first? Because we want to find out from news before I find anybody else. Okay, news. Commission has formed a trade commission to ensure to take away assets of quality. Okay. Taking advantage of full scope of patents and single-handedly sound the death of traditional public by equality between male and female students and generations who have no clue how to dance. Okay then. You're not batshit crazy, are you? Yeah, unlimited system. Is it going to be there to begin dismantling the culprits on this sole idolised predecessor, father of the country millions miserable under his regime? Okay. And Lesbia is scheduled to the Republican only to meet President Rayne has failed to get off the plane that landed us. Oh great. Peter was too drunk to get off the plane. Okay. Should we start? Let's go up here first, see what they've got to say. Increase new goods. Oh, economy's gone up by 1. Yay! Cool. So that's had a good effect. So I've got 2 things to look at. Let's go over here. It's important efforts to modernise our is complete. According to reports, our existing 133 S-13 and Bountifully delivered B-34 bombers have been upgraded to the latest technology. The bombers have bomb radius. Addition, the nighttime bomb effect has increased tremendously, make current pilots nicknaming them Night Heavens. That's good. Got to bomb the Wumbergians then. Okay, let's look at that. So it's who we go first. We should do Lesbia. Let's do Lesbia first. The marine train slowly started moving forward. The train has been in service for many years at no longer. Also, the destination was Perla, the capital Espia. Stoke route called the Sordland Express. Range, where the Espian security forces joined us. Between Vagland and Sordland, and knock on the door. It's been entered. Mr. President, have a seat. Sat down on the chair in front of my desk. A quick chat, Fairs, give you a heads up. Here's Dominion Republic appearances, yeah, go on. You don't have met, obviously, well, intoxicate on those occasions, marvellous. So we've become an alcoholic. Is this something that could affect the trade deal? I don't know. Yeah, but I've read that one. So apparently they were so drunk they couldn't get off the plane on a diplomatic visit. Why is that? This president is riddled with his kind of instance. I heard he's a very shrewd man. Okay. I said it could be a ploy to not have to deal with get between Vagland and Agnolia. Would be. It's a reporters flock pushed lesbian security guards at the cars to the Yellow House. The Yellow House was situated in the centre of Perla in the middle of a circular park off limits to regular citizens. Right. To meet Prime Minister Alvarez. Wait for 10 minutes, there's no sign. It was time for a meeting. Uncomfortable, I stood up, walked around various different items. The very beautiful golden teapot piqued my interest. Inspect the pot. Touching handlebar, I looked around, thankfully no one was in the room. Entered the room. I knew he was one of the youngest late sleepers and I was surprised how long he looked. At his young age, he wasn't leader, except for nothing leading. Countries leads to Macopia. The headache and stumbling upon, seeing me immediately composed himself, we shook hands. Nice. The Perla, good to have seen you. I heard a lot about your successes. It's good to be here. Nice trip. I heard of alcohol. Don't say anything. Let's begin then. So you're here for the trade deal. What was it about again? Remind me. Want to provide Swordish wheat into Lesbian capital. So I've just been very busy lately. Yeah, I don't have any issues with this deal. I think the deal with North relation between Lesbia and Sordland. I will sign the executive order. Please, there's much to do. Just trade. I read mine 80. Don't ask Sphere. What do you think, Mr. President? Why would you do that for Sordland? What's in it for you? That's the question, isn't it? Okay, remedy old alliances. Most importantly, from a defensive pact against United Container. Table, damn communists. We need to stop them before it's too late. Okay. If Magnolia was first, Sordland will be next. Yeah, right, that one. I agree with that. 85 is Suzerain. We need support from the largest players in Eastern Macopia. Key of all this, we need Sordland. Are you with us? Try a continent against the blight of communism. Down with common. Yeah, go on then, what the hell. Shield continent against evil, okay. Right. Go on then, I've made my decision. Demise. Okay. I'm afraid I have to leave now to handle other matters. Thank you for your visit. I forget, you owe me a teapot. He smiled and left the room. Okay then. Okay, country, let's have a look at this one. Officially signed a new economic deal with a military pact with Lesbia. We're doing closer together. Assess ideas tailored to both economies benefit Sordland and lesbian business, including strong commitment from Lesbia to support Sordland with lesbian capital. Yep. Let's go another chat with the old military, joint military exercises. Okay. Yep, whatever. Okay, that didn't go so well, did it? It's basically trade ties from Vagsland. Okay then. Trade deal. If any something wrong. A trade deal. Kind of wants to Lesbia, they've cancelled trade deal. Bring to the table. Unfortunately not. Briefcase. That's not Mr. President. I'm not going to like this. Alright. Done it. Put tariffs on it. Anniversary. It's on the table. Okay then. That was always going to happen, wasn't it, basically? That was always going to happen. Oh well. Picked a side. Okay, whatever. Okay, so that's how long we're going for. Oh, okay. Private meeting with Peter. Okay. So if we could meet, go into details, said it was important. I drove through hostile seminars, I reached a meeting point. Couldn't. Began, I used a cigarette lighter to find my way to the wooden. I've got a bad feeling about this. And Ben coming. Subscription when it opened. Without further ado, bid you welcome to the Grand Nostalgia Trip. Peter Vector. Some years. This, he walked over to a desk, pointed at gramophone that one of our neighbours kept his company. Yeah, I wonder why we're here in a bit. Yeah. He's to do with check address. Albums Masters by Janet Gers. Plenty of folk songs. Take the record. Desk drawers. Caught my eye. MS under a tree, must have been 15 years ago. This. Take the photograph. Look at the storage boxes. Yeah. Okay, it's similar to Sordland. I remembered it with Giff and Brenda. Leave the statue. Let's talk. And no, I'm good. I go. I think it's the roof. I don't like where this is going. So return Peter's cheeks. That's wrong. It's a big time. He's even me. She wants a divorce. It's different this time. I've been sleeping with. Oh, you stupid person. Careless. It's just everyone has been since he lost a job. I was doing one led to another. Okay, I mean, I bet my voice was scandal. Votive horizontal. Great. Okay. I like it too. That doesn't mean I'm going to break my vows and risk a scandal for a bit of horizontal polo. Yeah. There's some professional. I'll leave them back. But well then, no harm done. Too late. No, but I swear, at least since he knows everything, but I've actually gotten him dubbed the bad old boy, so his policies. I'll be blunt. You fix us all. I will move you from office. And thanks very much. Mention it. I mean, don't mention it. Yeah. Interaction night. Left the rooftop. Buildings. Okay. Phone. Oh God. Call Lucian. I trust him more than I trust Anton. President says, because I'm a submission of my own, we have to meet right now. It's before either of the two arrive. Don't bring this up with anyone else. I feel we're more dalliance on our hands. The line dropped. Okay. Alright then. Country has updated trade initiative. Economy's gone up. Well, look at that. The economy's gone up. I've had bigger problems than my own, but the economy's gone up. Up here. Yep. Okay. Right. Okay. Motivated for me. So, I couldn't sleep anyway. Sorry, I was going to hit me mic with hand then. So I'm pleased that you chose to call me although I'm already aware that I should sooner. This is smiled on his own as a something of Playboy the fair is unlikely to cause much trouble. However, more troubling possibility has been brought to light. A whistleblower. Oh, is our mole. She has been using our relationship to gather information. Tell me more. I'll show you. I pulled out an audio tape fed over to Lesbia. Right, slave. Nobody's working. Gold report. They're behind. Right, yeah, I just sealed the deal. That's it. It's indeed cause for concern. I found a vision when I thought there's a year-long gap in Palace. Normally, looked into this, but sooner was hired before a background check was completed by. Oh, great. Cool. It's a coffee. Yeah. 2 cups. Sold. Is out. They're talking about. You know perfectly well. No. So you're referring to you being an intelligent agent for Wumberg. Mr. Garland, but are you feeling alright? Dumb. Then, because I should do what are we doing here before Mr. President's inauguration? As we're at Secret Girl and Portos. Yeah. Shit. Why have you been asking so many questions about what I do? I think for one off must be someday. It's do. Door. Do. And believe there's some belonging of Humberg. Obviously for a good reason. So the price of behaviour becoming increasingly erratic and unprofessional over the past few months. I wanted to get to the cause of the root of the cause. Certainly not. I believe that Humberg whistleblowers admissions that there's a spy in the past certainly gapes. Suzerain, mate. Couple of cases investigates here to espionage. Whether or not the investigation is possible ought to be held accountable for willingness to divulge sensitive information. Resign. I've been paying attention to what goes in the past, not because I've seen that this man is attempting to undermine your rights at every turn. This is going to be a complete car crash, this is. Loyal to you, it's true, but you're not going to stand me around to decide I'll never do anything to harm this administration. And who could I believe? For a moment, the office, what we're going to do. Unless I should fire. Oh God. Jesus, what do I do? Oh Christ. Oh God. I don't know, he's just Peter's a pillock. He's got to keep his pants on. Yeah, could put it into his hands to investigate me sooner. Despite, we'll get us out like a 4. Oh, let's do it. What do you do? What will you do about this? Whether this to come from our son's skills at the drop of a pencil scare? I'll decide once we have the results. Well, just keep in mind. Just tie. Sooner tell her that it's been a misunderstanding. We can't have a investigation. Okay. Alright then, that's kind of kicked it up another notch, hasn't it? Blimey. Anything else to go at? Any more news? Up here for Vagsland. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to go up here, have a quick look at what these lot are whinging about. 30% import taxes, yeah, whatever. Right. Okay. Results in the first scandal. So let's leave that for the next one, because I'm exhausted. That's hard work, that is. Right. That's hard work. It's like... Wow. That was an interesting couple of hours, wasn't it? Okay then. At least I managed to not offend somebody. The drunk Prime Minister of Lesbia. At least that went well. Nothing else has gone completely wrong. I'd love to know what I did wrong on that church. I mean, I literally took a photograph on my phone so I could read off what I had to do. I still got the bloody thing wrong. If you know what I did wrong, put it in the comments, and then let me know how you're getting on. Let me know what endings you guys have had. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Like I said in the video, like, subscribe, you know, get in touch with the comments if you want to give it, if you've got any advice or anything, and I'll see you next one. Thanks very much. Bye.